Hello everyone, welcome back to clusterbmilkshake. I am your host along with support puppet Mr. Chicken. Yeah. Today we're going to talk about that fun thing called PMS premenstrual syndrome. And we're going to talk about premenstrual dysphoric disorder, PMDD. Now, some women suffer with this, which is basically PMS on steroids, and it messes with women who have either a history of PMS or PMDD. It's like, yeah, all you bitches got PMS, all you guys are saying, right? Women with a personal or family history of depression, postpartum depression, or other mood disorders. Oh boy. All right, so I was watching a YouTube channel called The Diary of a CEO, and their guest was Dr. Mindy Pelz, P-E-L-Z, Pelz, Pelzel. God, I'm dyslexic, y'all. All right, so it was about fasting and the female menstrual cycle, amongst other things. I got to over an hour of it, and I'm like, okay, I got all the information I want. It's really good, especially if watch it if you want to learn about fasting. She writes books about that, how we can, due to fasting, we can create stem cells in our body which will heal us from disease, not just dumping weight. Okay, and it also will help with mental health as well. So yes, a lot of people do intermittent fasting, but if you have something really fucked up that you want cured inside of yourself, and I'm talking cancers and shit, you're gonna do the water fast. I'm doing the drinking fast today because I'm about to start my period, and thought that this would be a good lesson for everyone involved, because I am not immune, even though I have narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, all right. So first, she not fucking first, but she talks about all the different hormonal changes that we go through every week during our cycle. So our cycle goes from 1 to 28 to 32 days. And one thing that's important to understand, just like in PD, women don't understand about their hormones. I'm sure men don't understand about their shit either, but today we're talking about this. And just because we know that, we have a period, we know that, an egg comes down, we know that we can get pregnant. Some of us don't know when we can get pregnant. Here's a hint: 2 weeks after your period. So I'm gonna educate all y'all and myself. I also got educated on what we go through. This is good for men to understand too. It's not cool for men to throw in, you're probably on your period. We can't help this shit. Okay? It's almost like you assholes are like, you're a narcissist. You have a mental health. It's like screaming at a fucking person who can't walk. You can't walk. Stop it. Stop. Okay. So, day one. Okay, so let's say day one is the day that your person starts her menstrual cycle. She starts to bleed. Day one. Some people will bleed from 3 to 7 days. I am the lucky motherfucker that gets to go the whole week. Yeah. But one thing that's good, and brothers, you need to understand this too, is when we start to bleed, that's our mood is better. It's the week before that it's shit. So if you say, are you on your period? You're a fucking idiot, because it's the before starting. So if you want to be a piece of shit asshole, you say, are you gonna start your period? Don't say that shit, okay? I'm gonna tell you about a tracking app that if you're an actually good man that cares about your woman's mood shifts and cycles, and you're not a fucking dick that likes to fuck with her feelings, we talk about that, okay? All right. So all right, so we're gonna bleed 3 to 7 days. During the second day to 12 days of this whole month cycle thing, 2 to 12 days of the month, okay, this is day number 2, we're bleeding up to 12 days. This is when we have more estrogen and we are more open to conflict resolution, okay? This is when we're more calm, not a lot of stress, we're not being triggered, we're thinking more logically, we're more open, okay? 2, that's the second day, being on our period, to 12 days after is the best time to talk to us about any big issues. All right? Now, day 10 to 15, okay? Day 10 to 15 during the month. Remember, we start bleeding at day 1. You have to count this bullshit. Day 10 after day 1 to day 15, that's when we're the most horny. Our testosterone is up. This is usually when, we're going to get pregnant during this time. We want to have more fun with you, we're more attracted to you. That pheromone thing is all going on. We're smelling you, you're smelling us, and all this shit. This is for people who aren't on birth control. We don't have that pheromone thing when we're on birth control. Also, when I was on birth control, I did like the 28-day thing, and then you have your period and then the thing. Because having your period is your body detoxing. I don't like those methods where you never have your period, My mom was a nurse and she was just like, that is so not natural and not healthy she was having anxiety wanting me off the pill forever. And I know I talked about getting on the pill so I don't have fucking mood shifts and everything, but thinking about it, it's like, yeah, that's probably a bad idea. I'm also getting close to my menopause age, so I'm not gonna have a period anyway. Let's continue. All right. So, that's day 10 to 15. We want to fucky sucky, okay? Then day 17 to 18 to when we're going to start our period again, that is demonic mode. All right? That's when we're the most sensitive. We'll be in a bad mood, possibly. We can be extra sensitive, Low mood, this is when our self-esteem is going to be low. This is when, oh, you're beautiful, I love you, and well, I don't fucking feel beautiful, and everything. This is when we're going to be triggered more easily, probably bitch at you about dumb fucking shit, or we're going to be a crying piece of mess, or we're going to be projecting and shit onto you. All of this bullshit is happening day 17, 18 till we start our period. Okay? My ex-boyfriend would track his daughter and my period. Now, the part that he fucked up on was when his daughter or I would be in the shit mood stage. For him, he would keep his anger and everything over his daughter being a fucking asshole to himself. But with me, he would be more afraid that, this whole thing is coming, that to counter it, he would sabotage by almost like, at least to me, it was like he was wanting to provoke things. He was really, hypervigilant, hyper, worried that this is what was going to go down in Chinatown. And sometimes I think that looking over my journal and everything, that he wanted to sabotage it just to get it over with. Now, this time is when you guys need to be extra compassionate towards your person. You need to be more sweet and loving. The jokes about throwing candy bars at her and shit, this is when we're craving carbs and stuff. So get us fucking pizza, sandwiches, whatever, whatever the carbs that we're craving and everything. We're going to have water weight gain. We're going to feel ugly. We're not going to fit in our clothes very good. Just give us some love, touch us, say, I love you. Is there anything that I can do for you? And if I had extra reassurance during those times, I think I would be able to deal with my mood better. It doesn't mean I don't love you. It's my whole chemistry is fucking off balance and all fucked up. The only thing that's fucked up is that when we don't know that this is what our body and brain is doing to us, we do think that you are the cause of all of our pain and shit. And all of our, we're going to blame you, narcissist or not. Right? Anyways, there's a app. There's a couple apps out there. And the one that you can share with others is called Clue. Okay? Clue app. Not only does that track your period, that will also track your pregnancy and premenopausal stuff and everything on there too. So I downloaded that so I can be very much aware. I want to be aware. I always knew that I was going to be in a better mood when I started my period, but I wasn't tracking when to pay attention. I was tracking like, okay, I'm going to start my period, but I didn't understand that shit could go down a week before my mood. And when after I watched this, I went back over my planner because I track fights with my partner. And I saw that I didn't go back to December. I know that we got into a fight in December too, around Christmas. But I saw the pattern. We got into a breakup fight for 3 months in a row the week before I started my period. Every week when I am extra sensitive, bad mood triggered, that's when we broke up. And I do remember being extra sensitive. I do remember those, some events where I was just projecting shit because, you know, I was extra sensitive. Maybe I feel like I'm being abandoned. I'm thinking he's angry at me. Something, you know. And then it doesn't help when he's extra hyper vigilant as well. Now, with the postmenopause, estrogen goes down the older that we get. So starting at 35 makes us more susceptible to triggers where we need more love and patience from our partners, and our memory starts to get all shit too. Age 40 to 55, our bodies are trying to recalibrate as we get closer to menopause, and we could suffer more mood swings during this time. And of course, you know, what, 47 divorce, right? Okay. Now post-menopause, after a year without our period, we do better. Our body is used to less hormones and we can handle stress again. And our libido goes back up and we become a better version of ourselves. So I'm sorry, dudes, that you got to deal with this type of shit within us, but, you know, hang in there and things will get better. And men and women who are on the same page, you know, with this going on and everything, because when we're fucking angry and we're having these bad moods, I know I already said this, but fuck, man, I really do believe that you're the issue. Okay, so I just want to read off the psychological symptoms of the PMDD, okay? This is PMS 5000, all right? Irritability, nervousness, lack of control, agitation, anger, insomnia, difficulty in concentrating, depression, severe fatigue, anxiety, confusion, forgetfulness, poor self-image, paranoia, emotional sensitivity, crying spells, moodiness, trouble sleeping. Okay, we also get the physical, which is the fluid retention, swelling, weight gain, fucking boobs hurt, pissing all the time. I think I pissed 20 times fucking already. It's only noon. Respiratory problems or allergies could flame up. You know, susceptible to infections, eye issues, gastrointestinal symptoms, cramping, of course, bloating, constipation, nausea, vomiting, pelvic heaviness, and pressure, backache. I have had these things. I don't have them all the time, but goddamn, okay? Skin problems, acne, skin inflammation, itching, cold sores, yes, fuck, headaches, dizziness, fainting, yes, I would get vertigo, fucking go, dude. What the hell, Matt? Fucking numbness in your, you know, hands and legs, and easy bruising. Now you want to know why fucking bitches get bruises all the time? There you go. Muscle spasms, heart palpitations. So, food cravings, of course, hot flashes. So, yeah. So this is all the bullshit that your person could be going through 1 week out of every month. So some of you who think that your people are narcissists, and you deal with like a big block of time once a month, they might not be narcissists. They may have this fucking issue, you know? I think that it's important. I once had this one guy tell me that he would get on his computer And he would just track her mood. He was like fucking OCD with this shit. And he was just tracking everything about her to find the pattern, you know? So, yes, even if your chick does not want to share with you, because I know it's a sensitive issue to women who think that you're going to use this knowledge against them, fucking get the app, dude, and track it anyway, just so you know what's coming, and so you can just be aware that you're not going to take some of her bitching personally. You're going to see that she doesn't feel good about herself, and she could be having these moods and sicknesses, happening or whatever. My ex-husband used to joke around when I would run out of my SAMe vitamins, because that, help with moods and stuff, and he would freak and run to the grocery store for me. I would laugh though, I wouldn't get upset or anything. Anyways, so I hope this was helpful for y'all. Please take this shit seriously, please. I know that there's got to be one person out there that this is going to be helpful for. I know it. I know I don't do this shit for nothing. Okay. All right. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.